I'm getting ready to go to a feast tonight. To get ready, I like putting everything on my table. It makes it easier for me to not forget things and overpack. I'm the queen of overpacking. If this is your first time at a reenactment event, do yourself a favor, get yourself a mug. I'm a huge fan of ceramic ones. Yeah, you can get the metal ones, but if you decide to have anything warm later, it's gonna burn. I really like ceramic mugs. I like my simple one, and my spouse has an adorable one with a face on it. Also, unique mugs are easier to find later on when you go to clean them. The next most important item is some bowls. If all you have is a mug and a bowl, you're good. You're good to go to a feast. There are other items that make things better, which is why this table is full, but these two items, that's all you need. Now you can go for wood, you can go for ceramic. There are pewter ones out there that are cool. The person I'm choosing to portray isn't that rich. If I am going to go for something fancier, I do go with the fancier ceramic stuff. But for this event, I'm not going to bring the fancy stuff. I'm going to stick with the simple bowls. If you only have a bowl and a mug, consider having 2 bowls and a mug, because it's even better. The next item that I would recommend is a trencher. These ones we had made with that had the circular pattern done on them. They were turned, and then we even have a little spot for salt, and I like them. Now, if you can't find one that looks like this, that's okay. There's lots of different trencher patterns out there, including this really simple but amazing one that a friend made. They just cut out. They made a recessed groove. I think they used a router, on this piece of wood. And now it's perfectly servable. And if you're eating anything that's slightly saucy, it's nice. Alright, but what about cutlery? Want a knife and a spoon. Now, don't worry if your knife isn't that nice. The nicer the knife. A nice knife. Okay, tongue twister time. As long as it cuts, you're good. For spoons, I have a pewter one because I portray someone who occasionally has good ears and can afford a pewter spoon. But there's nothing wrong with using a wooden spoon either. So the base of everything you need. And that makes a really great feast. Everything else I mentioned from this point on is bonus and extra and really nice things to have. But these things here are going to be your basics. And if you have them and remember to label them, you will have them and they will work for almost every food-related event that you go to. And the next item you want is something for light. You want candles. If you're going to a place that allows actual lit candles, make sure you have a replacement. Or if you're going to a place where there are no lit candles and you're not allowed to actually have indoor fire, the next item you want is a napkin. There's nothing that will make things look funny faster than a paper towel. So this is just scrap linen from a project that I worked on, and it's a really great way to practice some hand sewing, finish those edges. Napkins are your friends. Depending on the event that you go to, you might want a tablecloth. You can do it out of simple white linen, or you can actually get really fancy ones done as well. Having a tablecloth is nice. If you're not going to be eating off of a wooden table, having something to cover a plastic table in a hall is a great thing. Other nice to have items, extra bowls. Sometimes you have sauces or sweet things, or maybe you just need a discard bowl. Having extra bowls are great. I'm a huge fan of ceramic ones. One of the prettiest ones I've seen is actually a pewter one that's like hexagonal. It's amazing. My portrayal is not for someone who is that rich, so I stick with the ceramic. The next item that you want something to hold salt. If you want to display a little bit of wealth, get yourself a jar that can hold some salt in it. I just have one with a cork. I have two, a less fancy one and a more fancy one. There are glass ones and pewter ones. They're beautiful, but I'm gonna go with something simple for this betrayal this time and keep the super fancy stuff behind. Another item that I like to bring with me to food events is a platter. I've gone to events where it's been bring your own bread because of allergies, or even bring your own cheese because of allergies. It's nice to be able to put the bread and cheese on a platter that is separate from yours. I'm probably not going to bring it for this event, but if you see one of these or something kind of shaped like this, or honestly, it's just charcuterie boards, all of those are great extra things to have. Other things I like to bring with me is a beverage holder. Instead of bringing a container of water or putting a modern bottle of wine on the table, I am a big fan of these pewter things. They keep your water and your wine a little bit cooler. There are different shaped ones through time periods, and it honestly depends what time period I'm portraying at the time. If I'm doing an earlier one, I wouldn't bring this one. However, because I tend to do 15th century, I don't mind having the odd pewter thing, even if I can't afford all pewter things. Okay, so I'm gonna start packing the basket. When I have room, I also like to bring things like game boards. This is a 12 men's Morris board, and I find it's actually one of the easier games to teach other people who have never played it before. I also have a deck of cards. These ones are a copy of a late 15th century French deck, and they are actually plasticized, which makes them easy to clean. I also carry dice. In this case, I have 12 that I've made. I actually wood burnt the pips and then coated them in olive oil, and then just keep them in the bag. And if you have a cup, there's actually more games that you can play as well. To help set the ambiance, I have a Bluetooth speaker that I can hide in a bag or a basket. I tend to keep my phone on airplane mode during events, so I have a few preset playlists so I don't have to worry about ads or modern music disturbing our event. Toss it in your pocket or toss it back in that basket. What did I forget? Every time I pack, I forget something. I feel like I forgot something.
We ready to go?
I think I remembered everything. Oh well. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum, 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 dum. Can you even see what I'm doing? Thank you for watching.
Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to tell me about the events that you're going to.